Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Yeah, we'll be counting stars. Like a swinging vine, swing my heart across the line. In my face is flashing signs. Seek it out and ye shall find. Old, but I'm not that old. Young, but I'm not that bold. And I don't think the world is sold. I'm just doing what we're told. I feel something so right, doing the wrong thing. And I feel something so wrong, doing the right thing. I could lie, could lie, could lie. Everything that kills me makes me feel alive. I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Hey. I feel your love and I feel it burn down this river every turn. Hope is our four-letter word. Make that money, watch it burn. Old, but I'm not that old. Young, but I'm not that bold. And I don't think the world is sold. I'm just doing what we're told. And I feel something so wrong. We're doing the right thing. I could lie, could lie, could lie. Everything that drowns me makes me wanna fly. I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Say no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Say no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Oh, take that money, watch it burn, sink in the river, the lessons I learned.
Yo, what's up? What's up? Forgive me if my camera go out. My camera been messing up lately. I don't know why. I don't know why it's been messing up. But what's up, Sarah? You keep changing your name. What's up, Ace? What's up, Joseph? What's up, Trader Elias? What does always remember mean? 9/11. You don't know about 9/11? It is September 9 or September 11th. 2001 is when tragedy didn't strike, and we came together as a nation, basically. But I got some food right here. You know what I'm saying? I got some fish, some mac and cheese, and some broccoli. But I'm here for y'all. I'm here for y'all. What y'all want to see today? I'm here for y'all. What y'all want to see? Y'all probably gonna want me to watch some videos, so I'm gonna just pull up the YouTube off the cuff. What y'all want to see? Let me know. Let me know. Oh, wait a minute.
Last time on Total Drama Revenge of the Island, our players went on a hunt for buried treasure,
I don't
aka
even want to
Gwen
see
and Sam.
no Revenge of the
Cameron
Island
tried to
right
hide.
now. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Cameron tried to hide Mike's multiple personalities from Zoe, but spilled the beans to Scott.
Wow.
Way to keep a secret, Bubble Boy. Dakota got a little too cozy with toxic waste and mutated into Dakotazoid.
They really just giving
But
me the
after
whole
Scott-
spill on Total Drama right now. Okay. Please don't ban me, but I have a joke. Just playing Uncharted. Okay. Uncharted, alright. Because I don't like Total Drama. Okay. Okay. I'm ready. Augustine, what's up? What's up? You don't like Total Drama anymore. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay, who's your favorite MC in the video game? If I had to say that, that would have to be Jack from Jack and Daxter from Naughty Dog, another Naughty Dog game. I remember it was 9/11 anniversary and I thought of Jenga immediately. I'm just disappointed. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, yeah. You hate Ezekiel? Man. What y'all want to watch, man? I know y'all want to watch some videos. Or y'all want to play games. What y'all feeling like today? JJ, yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? Oh yeah, we have to watch that. That's a fact. Okay, we're watching that right now. I keep forgetting about that. This macaroni is delicious. Y'all wanna watch some Sensei Tensei? I don't think I don't watch this yet. Connor from Detroit become human. What kind of shit is that? Ace, you wildin'. That's a whack ass main character. Like he not really even main character. That's whack as shit. I can't even say nothing. Like that's just whack. Ultranatic. It's ultranatic. I said ultrasonic. Why did y'all let me say ultrasonic? Connor. Oh my god. Watch Sensei Tensei? Definitely. I'll watch it after this. I missed the stream. I missed it too. I missed his stream too. This camera's acting up today. You acting unusual today, camera. I don't know what's up with you. Don't tell me I gotta get a new one. Cause you's acting unusual today. You wanna see him rant about Beth in action? Yes. If he rants about Beth, I definitely want to see it. Which one is it? I would love to see it. It's Masters of Disasters. Okay. So I'm gonna look at Alternating Masters of Disasters. Masters. How you spell disasters again? How you spell disasters? Alright. That's what? That's not. That is what I saw. who is your favorite anime MC? It's either Monkey D. Luffy or Young Midoriya right now. It's either those, one of those two. Young Midoriya been, he be making me cry. Luffy be making me cry too. That's why I be liking him. Any anime character that can make me cry, like they up there. They up there. I do remember when everybody thought you gave me spoilers. I'm still sorry for that. I feel bad. I still feel bad. Yours is Luffy. Okay, I could guess because your name is Ace, but what? Where is it at? Augustine, where is it at? I have watched that 12. I definitely watched that. Who's my favorite? Netflix. Bro, that's I would have to. I don't know. What's my man's name? Dude from All American, the wide receiver from All American. This camera is really acting up today. I don't know what to do with this camera. Um, I'm gonna have to figure that out. It's right where? Wait. Oh, right here? Right here? It's this one. It's this one. You're getting a mic so you can record videos? Yes, do that. Most definitely. Go ahead. Go ahead. Record them videos. I gotta get another mic too. I gotta get another everything. Camera. This shit is fucked up. My shit is on. Setup is old, outdated. For real. So Leon Kennedy, Monkey D. Luffy, and Jim Hopper. That's a crazy, little duo or trio that you got. I don't know who Jim Hopper is. I don't know who Jim Hopper is though. But I'm assuming it's this Augustine, so we're gonna watch this real quick.
This episode of Total Drama Reviews contains clips from Total Drama Action. I do not own Total Drama Action. All rights go to Fresh TV. Remember to be civil and do not be me in the comments. Seriously, it can get really messed up. Carpe diem, my name is Ultranatic, and this is Total Drama Reviews. This is where I, as a lover of animation and reality shows, look over the show that combine them together the best. And the episode we're looking over today is Masters of Disasters, of course tackling the disaster movie genre. That's promising. Actually, I'll be honest, I've got a soft spot for disaster films, due to the intensity of the scenes and high budget effects. But disaster films have the most appropriate genre name ever. I won't explain that joke any further. Maybe a few are good depending on what one qualifies for that genre, but generally they're crap. But Total Drama tackling this genre isn't a bad idea. Heck, they kinda did that already in Camp Castaways. And that's a personal favorite of mine, so maybe this can be one too. So will this episode prove to be a survivor, or is the end of the world inevitable? Well, do as the Atomic Cafe says and duck and cover. This is Masters of Disasters.
Mhm.
We open with a flashback to a former Total Drama review. Interesting start. Wait, why did I write that in the opening? If you're wondering why I'm not okay with that, just wait till I get to this episode. Oh, son of a gun! Yeah, now let's talk about Beth.
I was really hoping they'd replace Chris.
Let's talk about Beth.
With a nicer host this time around.
It's no secret I've disliked her throughout the entire season.
Yeah.
Despite her having moments where she's actually pretty good.
I didn't
Okay.
suffer through 8 years of braces, headgear, saliva spittle, and the ridicule of my peers so I could hide from life.
But something about her bad moments taints my entire image of her. Because in the first season, she's presented as a quirky but innocent nerd who gets walked all over by Heather.
I'm doing this for Heather? I don't even like her.
But she finds the strength to stand up to Heather and gain some new friends. It's a very likable arc to put her in.
Even
Mhm.
though Heather can be really mean, that
Still don't like
doesn't mean
her.
we should be mean back, right?
And retconned. Just erase any traits about her we might have enjoyed and go in the opposite direction. Okay, fine, she does have a mostly likable friendship with Lindsay.
Don't let Heather have my hair, okay? Never. Can I have your hair if you die? I don't think so.
And some good scenes showing leadership while keeping true to her season 1 self.
Ah, it's over.
What if I tie these bracelets around the towers to keep them up?
It's a sandcastle building contest, Beth.
No, it's a prop sandcastle building contest. Anything goes.
But in my opinion, those aren't really enough to overshadow her bad moments. Because they make this otherwise heroic character look like anything but. And for anyone not caught up on my reasons for that, check out my Shevchenk Redemption review.
Wow, Gwen, you're going even faster than Trent ever could.
But considering she does have good moments throughout the season, I'd like to say I could overlook that, and I really want to. I'd rather appreciate the good aspects of a character than the bad, but
Mhm.
oh boy, Beth found another way to lose all respect she could have had with me.
Beth is
And
more
now
of a
that I
simp
brought
than
that
Cody
up,
now?
let's get into the actual episode, where since Chef DJ left, the characters are now forced to eat Chef's nasty food again.
I really miss DJ's cooking. It was as awesome as this is completely gross at
I
Mhm.
wish I had this disgusting slop around last time. I was trying to stick to my diet.
But Beth has an interesting development to share.
I wish my boyfriend was here. He's
Hmm.
such a great cook.
Yo, boyfriend Brady, huh?
Talk of a boyfriend.
Yep, Beth reveals she has a boyfriend, and all throughout the season, no one believes her. Gee, I can't imagine why, considering the incredible circumstances of how and when they met.
We
Cause
met
she's
between
beat.
TV.
She beat as hell.
No, only like 2 days. We met at the orthodontist. He was getting his braces off at the same time as me.
The fact the only information she knows about him are stats on the back of his headshot.
I can tell you everything about him. He's 6 feet tall, has light brown hair, blue eyes, size 10 shoe.
Wait a second, those stats are all written on the back of his picture. I know
Mhm.
a comp card when I see one because
Mhm.
I'm a
Which
Mhm.
is another hole in Beth's story. She says he was getting his braces off, but there's clearly no braces in that photo. So I guess he just got
Cody is
another
not a simple
headshot in
Gwen
less than
anymore.
2 days' time and gave one to Beth just before the
If-
season. That's
If
totally
he gave her,
believable.
if she gave him the time of day, he would be right back
But
over
if
that.
you want any greater
He would be
indication
on
of
her,
why
on her.
no one believes her about her boyfriend, well,
I have a boyfriend. I love my boyfriend. Didn't I mention my boyfriend before?
Yes.
I like that word, boyfriend.
yeah, it isn't until part 2 of the challenge today she even reveals that he's named Brady.
My boyfriend used to do underwater photo shoots and taught me how to hold my breath for a really long time.
My agent totally wants me to learn that.
Brady could teach you.
And 80% of the rest of the season, she just refers to him as boyfriend.
My boyfriend? My boyfriend.
They did that for a reason, obviously.
Boyfriend.
What does he live in Canada? Oh, wait, he probably does live in Canada. Or
Yeah.
is he just hard to get in touch with? All right, reality show, hello. But you get the idea. It makes perfect sense why some people would have a hard time believing he's real.
Yeah, I didn't.
Let me spoil the finale for you.
Nigga whack. He whack anyway. Like, who got a mullet still?
Only real. He's really handsome.
Yup, Brady exists, which begs a number of questions, starting with, why was it so hard to give details on this guy?
He's 6
Cause he
feet
don't got
tall,
Ralph
has light
on. That's
brown
why.
hair,
This
blue
man don't got
eyes,
no
wearing a
Ralph.
pant with a 34 inch
Look what he wearing.
Like,
He wearing
I
a
know you
moose on
only
his
talked
shit.
a maximum of 2 days, but if that was enough time to cement a boyfriend-girlfriend status, I'd assume it's enough time for Beth to know more information about this guy than Anna did about Hans, at least.
What's his last name? of the Southern Isles.
Favorite food?
Sandwiches.
Best friend's name?
Probably John.
Eye color?
Dreamy.
Foot size?
Foot size doesn't matter.
But that's a minor plot hole.
But
There's
he
a
really,
technical problem
that's
I
a
have
dirty
with this
macker
too,
right
because
there.
even though
If
she's
you wanna
taken,
talk, that's
have
a
you
dirty
noticed how
macker.
many times throughout the season that Beth flirts with Justin?
And look, and Harold when they in that Space Owen 2008, talking about he so wants me. We're more of a match for each other than me and Brady. I'm like, what?
Holy crap, I love his hair! Didn't I mention my boyfriend before? Justin! I wanted to tell him he looked like a surfing god. I have a boyfriend. I'll just read the book to you. Spare your beautiful eyes. I love my boyfriend.
My lips.
Maybe they feel better if I press mine against them. Didn't I
Nasty.
mention my boyfriend before?
Now, I thought this through for a bit, and if Brady wasn't real and she just wanted to make Justin jealous, that'd be fine. But he is real, so that's no good. However, I've also mentioned that Beth having an attraction to Justin was not something I was against by itself.
You've been chasing after a boyfriend all this time? With a honey back home?
Yeah, even with her having a boyfriend, it wouldn't bother me, as other characters definitively in Showmances are also attracted to him. Because the joke is just how gorgeous Justin is.
Wow. Wow. You can fly.
But there is a major difference between when Gwen and Lindsay are attracted to Justin and when Beth is. Gwen and Lindsay are obviously stunned by Justin's beauty, but at the time they clearly like their respective boyfriends more.
Ignore the incredibly hot man candy and keep walking.
You know what would be so great? Is if you picked Tyler.
What I'm saying is these lustful glances don't actually impact their real relationships at all, but they certainly would for Beth. I'm not just assuming that either. Look.
You've been chasing after a boyfriend all this time? With a honey back home?
Sure, my boyfriend's a model, but he's still just a guy. Justin is a supermodel. I can't help myself.
Yeah,
The
Justin do look
braces are
cute.
off.
No homo. Justin look cuter than Brady. I ain't
So
gonna
she has
cap.
a boyfriend
I ain't
and
gonna
she's dumping
cap.
him.
No
For
homo.
Justin.
Pause.
On national television.
Ooh, that's cold, bro.
Now, this isn't the only time something like this has happened in reality TV. In Big Brother 17, a guy who had a girlfriend in real life fell in love with a different girl in the game. But he made a point of formally ending the relationship as best as he could.
I ruined my life for you.
Oh,
I chose,
really?
yeah,
How?
I chose you over a girl at home because I fell in love with you.
I can't say I agree with how that went down, but at least this guy's picking one person and not trying to have it both ways. Beth seems to be doing exactly that, having Brady back home but potentially gaining Justin, which is a move that is so low a flea couldn't limbo under it.
When would she potentially gain him? Justin would curve this girl 100,000,000 times before they even go out, bruh.
Brady could teach
No
you,
way.
Then I'd have you both to myself.
Now, the only other conclusion I can come up with is maybe Brady and her agreed for her to be flirtatious as a strategy. Like, they knew the risks of how it could impact the relationship, but he trusts her enough to keep it strictly gameplay. But that doesn't work because, well, she clearly breaks that trust.
Now that my braces are off, it's a whole new day.
Angelina
And
Jolie,
also
Laura
because
Croft,
people who play
different
the
vibe.
flirtatious card don't normally
That's all I'ma
tell
say.
others they're taken.
I love my boyfriend. What? Didn't I mention my boyfriend before?
So none of this is strategy, none of it's respectable, it's just Beth being a blatantly two-timing
Ho.
seducing. There.
Ho.
That is my major problem with Beth, and it only took me about half a review to address it. We're in for a treat. Okay, to be fair, the episode from this point onward is actually a lot better than that. As Harold grabs several bendy straws, which were there despite no cups being around, that's weird, and gives a pretty funny backstory regarding them.
These are just like the ones they had at the hospital where I had my kidney switched. I was born with a rare kidney condition. My left kidney was where the right one should be. I'm a rare case.
You're a rare case, all right.
You're just jealous his beatboxing beat your diary shaming and not quite famous. Karma's a bitch and so is Beth.
You won't be holding on to your lunch for much longer.
And exactly what torture have you concocted for us today?
Just that your day will be a total disaster. It's a disaster movie.
Always is. This shit like the military up
Each
in
team
here.
has to run the course, challenging your dexterity, maneuverability, and other Mad Monkey skills.
Yeah,
First
I
team
remember
to the
this.
top
I remember
wins.
that.
Best out of 2 earns today's reward.
Spoilers, one team wins part 1, the other part 2, so that works on neither this level nor this one. The challenge commences and things look pretty promising, being both really funny and also kind of intense. Although we do get a few plot holes like this bit about a hailstorm.
Golf ball-sized hail is bad, but hail-sized golf balls are even worse.
You do realize that golf balls have a constant size and hail doesn't, right? I know they just wanted a wordplay joke, but this one kind of bothers me. Not Beth cheating on Brady bothers me, but that one without saying. Speaking of which...
My boyfriend was part of a rescue team that saved people stuck in avalanches.
Okay,
Well, help
details
Justin.
about
Get him
Brady
to
are
help Justin.
appreciated,
Justin
but
is
now we have a
dying
running
right now.
gag where Beth just
You know how many
brings
pounds
up
is on
facts
his
about
back right
Brady
now?
that happen to pertain to whatever is going on at the
Scoliosis.
moment. And in doing so, it only makes Brady seem more imaginary.
My boyfriend had a summer job cleaning up after earthquakes and landslides. My boyfriend used to do underwater photo shoots and taught me how to hold my breath for a really long time. I wish my boyfriend was here. He's such a great cook.
I'm a professional male model.
Well, maybe he's a model too.
I don't think Jesus was as perfect as this guy you're describing.
He was. I don't know what Bible you read. I read the King James Version.
Oh, but if you thought that casualty was bad, well, see this one for yourself.
My unpublished manifesto. I've lived a lot of years.
Yeah, fuck this whole teeth. He got surgery for that. He got surgery for that.
Yep, Owen's jaw gets busted, and it actually leads to two implausible things. One, the grips winning part 1 despite the gaffers actually completing the whole course.
Owen won the challenge for the killer grip.
Oh, no, he did it.
Yeah, we got our whole team across the finish line.
Serious injury trumps all.
You just make up the rules as you
I
go
can't
along.
date none of the
don't
girls
you?
that's
Oh, you're
31
just
or
now
30.
noticing that? But also, I can't believe the show finally did this. Owen gets hospitalized. No, seriously, Owen gets a really heinous injury and is going to get the proper medical care to fix his broken jaw.
And that's two impossible things we see so far tonight. Don't you love it when that happens?
Now, granted, this isn't the first time someone has had this happen. Cody got put in a full body cast in Paintball Deer Hunter, and Trent got sent to the ER in extreme torture.
Is there anything you want to ask me before they take you to get rebone?
However, Cody, despite being mauled by a bear, wasn't actually hospitalized when he obviously should have been.
Our medical tent's really only equipped for one at a time, and Cody's pretty messed up.
And while Trent did get hospitalized, it was for falling out of a plane and not opening his parachute, which wouldn't result in a hospital visit, it would result in Trent's early grave.
Sayonara, Trent. I hope your attempts to impress Weird Goth Girl are worth the chalk outline.
However, Owen's injury is one that wouldn't kill him, but would definitely require a trip to the hospital, and he gets it. So,
I'm alive.
you win this round total drama action, but I'll be back! Part 2 then commences where the teams are put in submarines that will fill with water until one team is able to escape, with the Gribs gaining an advantage of a lock combination.
Anybody know how to pick a lock?
I learned how to open a combo lock at Picky Steve's lock-picking camp.
You do have mad skills.
What's on
Oh, it's a combination lock.
Oh, behave.
Familiar?
You know in my last review how I said half the time Lindsay is great, but the other half she's written as a stereotypical dumb blonde? Well...
How are we ever going to open it?
Okay, her idiocy is aggravating and simultaneously funny. But if you thought that was stupid...
I'll do it.
No, I want to do it.
Just give it to
Well,
me.
I
Lindsay,
wanna
Lindsay,
do it.
Lindsay.
Come on.
So, come on. What are the numbers? Read them out.
I'm surrounded by loons.
Where?
Oh, I love ducks.
Okay, fine. Their idiocy is aggravating and simultaneously funny. With the bomb hatches being launched and the top hatches containing fire and... The contestants are up a creek without paddle. Or drowning without snorkels or whatever.
Did I mention I don't like water? Cause I don't. Honey, you look like a floater. That another big girl joke?
No, it's actually a common insult in reality shows.
Floaters, you better grab a life vest. Kristen.
You float like a bob on a fishing pole is what you do.
Meanwhile, Chris and Chef are monitoring the situation with the same amount of attention as Vicky when babysitting Timmy Turner.
You know when I'm watching you, I'm watching something on TV.
But once they realize the characters could die, Chris uncharacteristically cares about them staying alive.
We've got to get the cast out of there. No more contestants equals no more episodes equals no paycheck. And the end of my luxurious lifestyle.
Oh, now's the time to bring that up? Speaking of things coming out of nowhere, Lashana, with practically no reason to admit she lied about crying in the medical challenge.
This could be it, the end, and I want to live.
You don't have to cry.
Who said anything about crying? Lashana never cried.
You sure blubbered enough when a reward was on the line.
It's been so stressful.
All in favor?
I.
You mean Lashana fake cried to get the reward with Lashaniqua? You're gonna pay for this, big, loud, and proud.
I'll be fair, that is a totally valid reaction to that. Albeit a hypocritical one for Heather as far as fake crying goes.
I'm just so surprised to hear you supporting her, you know, after all the horrible things that she says about you.
But Harold makes a snorkel out of bendy straws to extend his time trying to unlock the hatch. To the Mission Impossible theme. Might want to save that for the merge is all I'm saying.
Looks like another reward win for the Gaffers. Seems like the grips are a tad overdue.
I'd probably agree if that team were any good at challenges, or existing.
And now let's see what the Gaffers have won. An all-expenses paid trip to beautiful British Columbia. You'll be staying at the luxurious inn on the volcano. To get you there, you'll be enjoying an exhilarating 8-day hike up the craggy.
I'm telling you, a hike. They don't get no goats.
Okay, that
they
was
don't get
hilarious.
No new
Props
Pumas,
for that.
no
They
New
instead sell on
Balances.
chips and pop. Owen returns with his jaw wired shut. Apparently his hospital stay was pretty short, and he's allowed to eat with the Gaffers, provided he doesn't sue.
Hey! You dropped your chips in my pop! Hey! You spilled your pop in my chips!
Well, it worked with peanut butter and chocolate.
And that was Masters of Disasters. Not too bad, actually. Yeah, I went on a giant rant regarding Beth, but that's less a problem with the episode and more a problem with Beth overall. I only went over my issues with it here because this is where her boyfriend is first ever mentioned. And even then, no one believes her, so it results in some good comedic comebacks.
My boyfriend was part of a rescue team that saved people stuck in avalanches. He used to say,
Beth, we need actual advice from real, live, living people.
I really wish my boyfriend was here. It would be great if he were here. You're right. You know what would be better? What? If he existed in the first place.
Also, the rest of the comedy was very funny, the challenge was pretty intense, and for once, proper usage of an injury in-game, even if short-lived. So while it should have been the easiest target to pick on, this episode, like most disaster films, had a happy ending after all. And now that's over. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Time to answer the Call of Duty again.
It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine.
Okay. Okay, ultramatic. Oh, I didn't even know about you. Oh my, she kind of bad. Oh, this is Patrick. Okay. Come on now, this deserves more likes than this, bro. Come on. Almost 2,000 views. Almost 2,000. He got this many. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful, bro. They don't appreciate real artistry. That's disrespectful. Do you watch? Yeah, I watch football. Yes, sir, I do. My favorite team is the 49ers. Yes, I watch football. Can you watch Total Drama Good to Evil? Now, I feel like that definitely will have spoilers in it. So, how was it? I definitely like it. I like it because, like I said, you know, even though some parts I didn't agree with him on, he explained why he thought that way. And I'm always going to respect that. You know, at least give some type of reasoning why you think that way. But he gave out his whole, you know, hypothesis. He started with the, you know, his intro, his body, his conclusion, like it was an essay or something. So yeah, I definitely like that. No, it was Gen 1 cast. Okay. Original cast. All right, all right, all right. Okay, my bad. Oh, my bad. My bad. I didn't know. God. We're gonna watch the total drama Good to Evil. And then we're gonna watch Sensei Tensei. Cause you know I gotta support my guy. He hilarious. Good. Bro, this fly is in my room, bro. Like I can't catch it either, man. I can't catch it. Original contestants. Okay, God, 31. Oh, he gonna have a lot of explaining. He gonna be explaining in this motherfucker, huh? All right. Y'all not playing today.
Thank you, Representative Elaine Luria.
This is almost half a million views. I'm already knowing this is gonna be juicy. Wicked Ben, shout out to you. Shout out to your 256 family members. Yeah.
Total Drama struck a chord with a lot of people, which, in retrospect, is pretty remarkable. The first season was a straightforward parody of reality show competitions, which literally reduced its characters to single-word archetypes and delivered laughs through lowbrow and particularly violent physical comedy. Nonetheless, this first installment paved the way for an empire which spanned several years, spin-offs, and of course, fame-hungry teenage contestants ripe for the torturing. Make no mistake, we've got a good to evil list and place for each and every one of them.
Yeah.
For now, though, I'm Brad with Wicked Binge, here to take a stab at the OG Total Drama cast.
Yeah.
The original 22 campers of Wawanakwa, the newcomers who joined the ranks in season 3,
I like his
and
voice.
of course, Chris and Chef. All right, let's get started.
Not try any of what you see here at home.
Our gold standard of good is Gentle Giant DJ, or Devin Joseph Poopy-Doo, as his mother calls him.
It's me, Mama. It's Poopy-Doo.
DJ is a textbook example of purity. His arc in each season is a testament to his good nature. He spends his time on the island mothering a baby bunny he finds in the woods. And, upon finding himself to be a jinx, whose continued presence leads to animals getting hurt, actively tries to remove himself from the competition.
He whack. He whack for
actions on
that.
his record, it might have been his actions in Total Drama Action, in which he joins an alliance with Chef, which lends him an unfair advantage in the game. We get a surprisingly in-depth look at DJ's psyche in a dream he has, in which his mother, representing his conscience, admonishes him for doing so. This ultimately leads him to abandon the prize money and leave the competition on his own volition. Official sources call DJ a teddy bear, and that definition fits him like a glove.
That is one brave man.
He's also a progressive portrayal of
He's
masculinity,
whack.
certainly capable of standing up to things
Mascu-
that threaten his friends.
masculinity.
Also not afraid to be emotional and rely on others for help. DJ is a saint. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Oh, he
For
loved
our silver
DJ.
standard,
He loved
we
DJ.
present Bridget.
Big
As the
Bridget.
resident surfer chick
Okay.
And the last girl standing on the killer bass.
Yeah.
Bridget had her work cut out for her midway through the first season.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
A sexist type challenge.
Mwah.
She tries to unify the other girls, but no
Mwah.
avail. But this episode really
Mwah.
highlights her as a good person, particularly when her
Mm.
morals
Say that back.
lead her to protest being served
Mwah.
dolphin meat. She's courageous,
Mwah.
she's compassionate, and she tries to do right as both competitor and
Mwah.
colleague to Total Drama.
Mwah.
Notably, she's consistently the
Mwah.
nicer of the two Aftermath hosts.
Be nice to get a real man out here.
She
Wow.
also served as an on-hand medic for her team more than once. Bridget goes through a rough patch in her relationship with Jeff, which sours her a little during the third season, though admittedly, this was partially due to outside influences, namely Blanley and Alejandro. If she had any faults of character, it was probably being too invested in her relationship with Jeff, which ended up costing her the competition. For
You're right,
bronze,
Augustine.
We have Cody. Cody is likely the most beloved character from the original cast, if not.
So we saying the white Bill Cosby is the third goodest character of all time? Wow. Wow, I didn't know you could be a pervert. I didn't know. I didn't know you could be the dude off of One Piece, the Bones dude. I forgot his name, and still be the third best character, like
The
third
entire
goodest
series.
character.
It's a little known fact that 2 characters were based on a real-life fan of his and her life-size homemade doll of him. And it's
Then he
honestly
want
not hard to
yo.
see
Not
why
only
he's
did he
likable.
sniff the
Cody's
hair,
not
he
smart,
wanted some
and a lot of
panties.
the passes
He wanted
makes
some
don't
panties. Did we
apply
forget
to
that?
him,
And he
but
got
he's a
them.
sweet kid, and that comes out a lot over the course of his time.
Cody
on the
A
show.
tier.
Arguably, he does more for Gwen and Trent's romance than either of them do.
Hmm.
Even after Gwen tonelessly rejected his affection, specifically for Trent's, and continues to support her throughout the first season.
But for his own reasons. For his own
No
reasons.
significant
For his own
conflicts during
reasons.
this time, barring one angry bear that nearly mauls him to death. Season 3 saw Cody return with a crazed fan join at his hip, something that he had a hard time tolerating for obvious reasons. But that doesn't stop him from at least trying to be accommodating, though it isn't a stretch to say that it did limit his character development. Regardless, we can remember Cody for being the sweet, if somewhat
Trash.
awkward, guy
Trash.
next
So
door
everything,
who's
everybody you
warm.
saying that it was good is
Next,
trash.
Beth.
Trash. Okay, I'm right. So everybody that's bad, I'm on their side then. I want everybody that's bad then. That's whack as shit.
Beth seemed like she was doomed to be Heather's
The only person that was cool is
It takes her
Bridget.
a short time to tire of Heather's treatment and stand up for herself.
You just naming all the trash people then.
Beth spends the rest of her
You don't
time
know what a
with
slave is. You ain't never
being
picked
the
no
mom of
cotton.
family's
You don't know what
contestants.
picking
She
cotton feel
immediately
like.
strikes up a
Not no
friendship with
slave.
Lindsay, and even goes on to become a finalist. Not because she plays the game a certain way, mainly just because she's so nice.
No,
one
because the
ever
power of the
gets her
pen.
until the
Power of the
moment,
pen.
even then,
Power of the
she
pen.
only becomes
That's why she didn't get voted off.
in defense of herself or others, as demonstrable by her brief alliance with Courtney.
Bruh, did we forget that she ate all the girls' cookies? She said, I deserve this more than anybody. Munched on them hoes, bro. We forgot that on Aftermath, right? She munched through she gained an extra chin from that shit. But we gonna forget, acting like she a good character. She about to cheat on her man Brady, but we gonna act like she a good character.
Or revenge. She isn't well remembered after the fact, but you'd be hard pressed to find someone who doesn't remember her fondly. Then there's Lindsay the princess.
That's so crazy.
Protection of ADT, it's safe to say. Hey Google, unlock the
We
front
gonna
door.
act like she not a flawed character too. She wanna cheat so bad.
Lindsay the princess. You know, every show seemed to have a Lindsay back in the early 2000s. This Lindsay was.
I mean, if they have All-Star spoilers, that's no big deal because I've seen All-Star before. I've seen it before.
In her case, her master was Heather, and Lindsay was coerced, even threatened, into doing some pretty mean things. Namely, she helped Heather eliminate her competition.
Lindsay not good
in
either.
cold
She
blood,
be sneak
even ruined the
dissing.
relationship for Gwen and Trent.
Can count on me.
But
She be
Lindsay
acting like
wasn't
she don't know what she
entirely
doing. She know what she
at
do.
fault
She a
here, since
demon.
She was being manipulated, and once she does wisen up, after it cost her the
She
first
wanted them
season,
fisticuffs.
she actually becomes a force to be reckoned with in the next few seasons. One might count her.
She becomes a force to be reckoned with. Just because you got 1 or 2 good episodes in every season don't mean you're a force. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Relationship with Courtney against her, but really,
Alejandro was
everything
dominant.
about
I'm
her,
talking about
Courtney
Shaq
had
in that
coming. If
motherfucker.
anything holds Lindsay back, it's her lack of
Dominant.
foresight. Being unfortunately unintelligent, she can be an inconvenience more
But
than an asset.
she can be
She's also
intelligent
not the best
sometimes.
at
That's
being
the
a
crazy
girlfriend,
part.
frequently forgetting who her boyfriend is. Still, she's one of the nicest competitors
hate
out
college?
there,
Ah,
showing that it's entirely possible
couldn't be
to
me.
be pretty inside and out. Finally, Party Monster Owen. This
Lindsay
lovable
got done
fat
so
guy
wrong in
ended
season
up
2.
winning the
How?
season, mainly
How?
Because he was so likable and an increasingly
Admiral
hostile
Lindsay, her
environment.
hot. Come on
He was
now.
a comic
We're not
relief
about
for
to
the
just
audience
fanboy
as well as
Lindsay.
his teammates.
Awesome to be here, man.
Despite his spastic colon, people tended to like Owen for his excitable and friendly demeanor. But
No,
he's
they
not
want
as
to
good as we
they
thought.
want to root for the underdog. That's why they like Owen. They want to root for somebody that don't look like they're gonna make it, but he's nice and he has everything going for him. But real deal in real life, somebody this big, somebody probably that's been bullied all their life, he's gonna be a bully. He's not gonna be this nice. But they made him this way so people cannot hate him. You cannot hate him, bruh. If you hate him, it's just something personally wrong with you. But that's not just act like Owen just, like, he not good. None of these motherfuckers that you named in the later half is good like that. Even DJ is not good. DJ, come on now. Come on. We was all born in sin. Just keep it a buck.
He places where he does for his friendliness, but this amicability
If anything,
isn't
Duncan better
universal.
than this.
For
If we just
starters,
talk about
Owen
real
isn't as
selves,
kind to himself
Duncan gooder
as he
than
is
this.
other people.
Duncan is an
Admitting
angel
at one
compared to
point
these
Heather that
motherfuckers.
feels
He
disappointed
found
in no
DJ
one taking him
Holt. Well, he
seriously,
ain't find
but he
it,
goes along with it
but he found
nonetheless.
another rabbit.
In the second season, Owen actually returns to the competition with specific instructions to cause drama between the other contestants.
Scandalous, so he can pay for his cheddar cheese sale.
But again, goes along with it anyway. Perhaps his worst trait is his default emotional response to any stressful situation: eating. Something that causes problems and challenges. These things aside, Owen is like universally
Beth Loki got that wagon though. I ain't
enthusiastic
gonna say
and
nothing.
forgiving ways. So we place him here, comfortably among the best. Next is Sadie, one half of the best female friends for life, the exclusive club consisting of herself and Katie. Despite being joined at Katie's hip in most of the appearances, Sadie is able to outlast Katie and even grow from it. This allows her to place higher out of the two. Notably, she demonstrates a significant capacity for empathy. Just after losing Katie, she helps Lindsay survive their shared worst fear of bad haircuts.
Totally forgot how cute you are.
She also works to put aside missing her best friend and participate in the game. She's able to see past her dislike of Heather to be happy for her and Alejandro later on. Sadie.
Did she say Sadie is ranked over Katie because what she did after Katie left? Well, have you ever heard of an addict trying to get off of a drug? They usually resort to another form of a drug, whether it be emotional drug like helping others or something else. Lindsay was her other drug. Lindsay was her other Katie. If you would have seen Katie on this, she would have done the exact same thing because she's trying to get over not having her best friend that she had for 16 years of her whole damn life at her side. It's not saying she's developing, she's coping. That's called coping. She don't know, bro. She's not it, bro. Because if you gave her a chance to go right back to Katie, she would right now. That's an addict. She's scratching. She's scratching right now, man. Katie better. I know Ace. I know Katie better. Come on now. Come on now. She out here coping and you said she's better?
She and Katie tend to be accessories to stronger competitors or just whatever boy they happen to like this week. Nonetheless, Sadie is a good friend and a good person, visible in the few moments which she does get.
Marshmallow eating
You can say that, right? She nicer, right? But that's the truth. That's the truth. Sadie not fat? Sadie not fat? Look at her. Look at this. If y'all don't know, if y'all too young, this is what they call a fupa. And if you don't know what a fupa is, look it up. She's not wrong. She is fat. She's not lying. The fact that she said that behind her back, that's flaw. That's the flaw part. But she's not lying. You big boned. She at least 230 in this picture, bruh. And the camera is not adding no extra weight because this is a cartoon drawing. They drawn her the way they want her to be drawn.
Then there's Tyler, a hapless jock who's so dumb and uncoordinated, he manages to cheat death every other episode.
But the only reason Katie is popular than Sadie because of dodgeball. And how is she better? Ace. How is she better? Duncan Thick. Oh my God. You nasty. You nasty, Sarah. Sadie called her cast members marshmallow eating freaks. Sadie got mad at Katie's verse and started to argue. Don't care.
But Tyler's another case of a good person in a demanding environment.
Is he? He was kind of a douchebag.
Immediately formed a crush on.
Douchebag.
Seasons, though,
this was him.
manages to give him
This
an arc,
chicken.
and him getting past his insecurities. Tyler is noticeably one of the few insecure competitors.
Oh, because she better? Okay, I was about to say.
In a healthy way. He gradually goes
Boy,
from
he
a
is
jock
cute. I'm not gonna say
stereotype
nothing
to a
about
sensitive
that,
individual,
Sarah.
and further demonstrates
You
himself
keep your thing
capable
over
of
there.
great loyalty. He actually saves himself and all of his teammates.
No, I know. I understand you not, Ace. I was about to get mad.
And rather than become annoyed with Lindsay for getting him, he works to help her remember all things.
Bruh, because he's also stupid. So if two stupid people, you ever seen Dumb and Dumber? That's what's gonna happen all the time. He's not gonna get frustrated. They both stupid.
Considered, He might be the sweetest of the contestants we have.
You throw like a girl, I mean, that's a saying though. I wouldn't say that's exactly sexist.
And then there's Jeff.
Pre-order Call of Duty Vanguard digitally and get instant access to the Night Raid Mastercraft.
And then there's Jeff, a total drama staple who appears in nearly every installment of the series. The first season,
he's not a staple.
As a team player, as well
he's
as
not a staple.
People gravitated towards him for his carefree, kind-hearted nature. Even sticklers like Gwen and Duncan. He became one of the most well-liked characters of the first season, and even landed a job as an Aftermath host after his second.
Tyler's the dumbest because we seen Lindsay be smart, like intelligent, like Einstein level before. We've never seen that from Tyler.
In fact, he becomes similar to Chris in his pursuit of reality show glory and trods on his former friends and his girlfriend to get what he wants. For example, he risks several lives to get an appropriate amount of drama from sensitive situations, threatening Gwen with an anvil and Owen with an electric shock for not playing into the game he devises.
A huge hammer will swing down and knock you clear out of your chair.
Jeff eventually sees the light and returns to his old ways, even managing to return for one of the spin-offs. We can talk more about his subsequent performances there, but as far as a few installments go, he was a good guy who almost went down the wrong path. But he was brought back by, in true cartoon fashion, by the power of love.
I mean, Bridget is bad. I'll be brought back too. I ain't gonna cap. I'll be right back. Like, I'm sorry I ever left you, baby girl.
He'd be happier. Trent was one of the most popular members of the original cast because, of course he was. He was a sensitive musician who would sit up and stargaze all night with you. He's the stuff all the indie teen flicks are made of. He was just honest about it. Indeed, much of his character was centered around his budding relationship with another fan favorite, Gwen. But he did demonstrate himself to be a good boyfriend and a good person.
Take a skunk shot for any day.
Certainly, he made a few enemies in his time and proved himself a strong enough competitor to lead a team. Or so it appears. Because Trent's real flaw is that he was so blinded by love, he was willing to screw his team over. By his own admission, when it appeared he was losing ground with Gwen, he chose to cater to her in the face of her own objections. Precisely what you don't want to do if you don't want to be voted off. Trent feels like he was shunted out of the way in the writer's room once it looked like Gwen and Duncan was a more popular pairing. In fact, he rarely, if ever, was even mentioned in the eventual love triangle that developed between them and Courtney.
Cause Trent is ass. Trent is ass, bro. We don't fuck with him, bro. Look at him. Look at him. Sad boy. Sad boy out.
Aspiring community organizer and total drama mainstay. It says a lot about Lashana that her popularity among the cast is what gets her eliminated in the first season. But she does qualify as our least good, and this is for several reasons.
As far as I can remember, Lashana only did one thing wrong, and that's lie one time. Beth is a son of a bitch. A daughter of a bitch, whatever you want to call it. And she just third best? Okay. So I couldn't have you be the person that tell people who get into heaven, because I'm never going to get in there. I'm going to be like in the back of the line and shit. No, you cannot tell me who up in heaven. I'm gonna be like, get another bouncer, please, because he gonna got eyes. This motherfucker don't got eyes. What what day do you think Revenge of the Island episode 9 is coming out? It would have came out the next day after 8, but the thing is, actually I wanted to ask y'all. So a little bit of it got cut out. I could watch it again, right, and give another reaction, or do y'all want the original reaction with a little bit of it cut out? Y'all let me know, because I got it already. I have the original version already edited, but I could watch it again, but I don't know what y'all would want to see. I like how Duncan was sad how Courtney was acting like she looked. He wasn't sad, boy. He a real dude. He a real man. He wasn't sad, man. He just tried to play it off, man. You know, you don't know what's in the contracts. We just had to play it off. Jeff was a jerk half the time too. Trent and Jeff were super chill, especially in season 1. We're not talking about season 1. We're talking about overall. Well, no, he's talking about original, I guess. If he's just talking about the first season, then yes. Are we? I don't think he's just talking about the first season though, because he's mentioning everything. What part was cut out? It wasn't a big part. It was like 30 seconds. It was like 30 seconds was cut out. And it wasn't cut out. It was just my like I showed you this camera at the beginning, how it would just like freeze like this. That's what it was doing on like 30-second part until I saw it and I stopped the recording real quick and I fixed the camera. So that's what was happening. Oh, y'all cool? Y'all cool with it? Okay. Most definitely. Then it's gonna come out tomorrow then. Most definitely. It's gonna come out tomorrow. I already got it edited. I just gotta process it. So it's gonna come out tomorrow. It's just a little part. It's the part when they're at Mount Chrismore. Like when they first get there, it's like a real like 15 to 30-second like clip, and then it cut right back into like it cuts into the Mike's consciousness, I want to say. It's just a little part. All right, baby, say less. I'll put it out.
Reasons. Unmistakably, Lashana has good intentions. She's a strong competitor and obviously cares about her teammates and fellow campers. But she's also the most underhanded among our good guys. And further, her temper is more likely to make the lives of those around her harder than not. For is consistently a two-way street.
Don't be starting something, girl.
It isn't fair to deny Lashana a spot as a good character because she is a good character. But she is the first on our list to be in it to win it completely. She cares, but she plays the game as she needs to, and that requires just a little bit of selfishness. But we've talked about our good guys, so now let's tackle the gray area. These guys fall pretty comfortably in the neutrals, but not all neutrals are created equal. First, we have Katie.
Yeah. I gotta put that out too. I gotta definitely put the Time War tree out.
Earn 5% cash back.
I got that recorded too.
Dine out.
And for some reason my camera didn't want to act up on that one. I guess it was meant to be, but definitely I gotta put that out.
It might seem strange to see her.
I got a lot of content. I got at least 3-4 videos that I just gotta put out. It's just the editing. The editing take forever for me.
She's more vain than
I'd be like,
insisting that she's the pretty one and that everyone thinks so.
You're just saying that because I'm prettier than you.
She intentionally upsets Sadie with this information during a fight and even body shames her behind her back in the same episode. This also happens to be the challenge that she and Sadie cost their team, resulting in her elimination. Her subsequent appearances have her solidly at Sadie's side, but even then, she appears to be the meaner one. She suggests an anti-Gwen club.
Cause she battered. She's battered.
Crushes, namely Trent and Justin. Katie's a nice person, to an extent. She never manipulates or eliminates anyone, and never complains about the squalid conditions that Wawanakwa imposes. Regardless, to be as dependent as she and Sadie are on one another, she can afford to be a better friend. Still, inoffensive as she ultimately is, we place her here. Next, Izzy, the hose beast. For real, that's what people call her. I have no idea what hose beast means. She lives up to her reputation as a lunatic, and her status as a wanted fugitive of the Canadian government.
I am so totally AWOL.
In fact, Izzy and her many alter egos.
Hosebees mean like Hosebee crazy, you know?
Chaotic neutral. In every season she appears in, Izzy's creativity is unbound. She operates on her own wavelength, and honestly,
when the best character though,
but her eccentricities
you lying, you don't, you obviously don't got ears, sight, smell, none of the senses that we need to evaluate shit. You don't got no brain power. Gwen, the best character, okay. You seen Total Drama World Tour?
She saved her friends on multiple occasions and even gone toe to toe with Chef Hatchet, which honestly is pretty awesome.
What the fuck is a hose beast?
She sells out her friends. and
That
intents an
sounds like
algorithm for time
wild. I
travel,
don't even want to
then
know.
returns to her old
That sounds
ways
wild.
just in time to blow everyone,
Why'd I
including
ever?
herself, to smithereens. It goes without saying that Izzy is unorthodox, and that could be a good thing, or oh my god, a bad thing. But she was a fun character for the time that she lasted. Ezekiel the homeschooled comes next. This poor guy never really had a chance, did he? And arguably, he's inconsequential for the first 2 seasons, playing the smallest role out of all the competitors.
Trash.
He does piss off his fellows with his lack of social graces and backwards thinking.
Sexistness.
Consequences of his sheltered upbringing, resulting in his nigh immediate removal from the island.
Tell him. That way.
He wouldn't return to
Go that way real
until
quick.
World Tour,
Please,
in which
thank
he
you.
is, again,
Come
the
again.
first to get the boot. But in a show of tenacity, he manages to physically stay on the jet at the expense of his sanity. He becomes a Gremlins parody pretty quickly, and even manages some dark feats, namely attacking
Skip him.
other
I want
people.
to, but I
Zeke
can't.
isn't really a bad guy. It might be unfair to blame him for going feral on us, considering it didn't really look like he could help it. But he is backwards and awkward and sexist, so maybe he's better off at...
What did he say? Backward. Sexist. Boy, this is he different, boy. Yeah, he different.
Found him living in the cargo hold, homeschooling with the rats.
I mean, he looks happier anyway. Next is Harold.
Man,
Harold is a Napoleon Dynamite ripoff who eventually became...
Harold did do some flaw shit though. Harold did some flaw shit. Got Courtney out of here. I'll never forget that.
More defined by his fraught relationship with the other guys on his team. In order to get back at Duncan, Harold orchestrates Courtney's elimination, becoming one of the few campers to successfully cheat the game.
You guys think you're so funny.
Yeah, I hated you, Harold. I hated you back then. Remember that? I can still go. Oh, okay, but you got the Black Queen on your side.
In this pursuit, he at least demonstrates his capacity to be forgiving, being willing to look past her deceiving.
Forgiving. Come on now, we should forgive you.
Chemical warfare later
You better be Duncan. Bro, Duncan should have beat your ass the first time he saw you. At least one punch.
Shots in his ensuing feud with Duncan. Ultimately, Harold appears to only be as bad as his situation. While he doesn't appear to be naturally malicious, he does show a penchant for it. For this reason, we place him
physically
here.
fight you.
Traitor.
Traitor.
Without Sierra, the Uber fan.
My hands are
She
up,
enters
officer.
under the pretext of her impossibly intense
Personally,
crush on
I'd switch
Cody,
Beth and
but
Harold.
manages to stick around long enough to make a sizable impact
Come
on
on
the
now,
series.
Augustine.
But
We're
this
not gonna say all
impact is
that.
always positive,
We're not gonna say
particularly
all
in her
that.
earlier appearances.
No.
Check your email when I'm done writing my blog if you want.
Sierra's
'Cause wasn't Beth third?
and remains her
We're not
obsessive
gonna say all
nature.
that.
She physically needs an outlet for her enthusiasm, and being denied this can be disastrous for her mental state, as well as the well-being of those around her. This aside, she becomes a good ally to Cody, to an extent, and even develops her character enough to exist without him, also to an extent.
When?
That is,
When?
she trades in her obsession with Cody for an obsession over total drama. And that's
When?
I mean, can you imagine knowing so much about this stupid show? I couldn't. Sierra is an odd bird.
She
sure,
doesn't
but
trade it.
causes
She
a
just
lot of grief in her
resorts
attempts
to
get
that
what
because
wants.
she learned that off of
person for this.
Cody.
She's a
You know what I'm
fan
saying? She
who's living her
got
dream,
obsessed off of
interacting
Cody
with
and
her
was like,
favorite
I'm watching
people,
the show,
and she doesn't really
and
do
in
anything
turn
to
she knows a lot about the
jeopardize anyone else's
show.
shot at the money.
That's what I think, at least. It's not she knew a lot about the show and then she fell in love with
She's
Cody.
not perfect, but she's a good girl. Let her be a lesson, though. Too much internet is a bad thing. Go outside, get some sun. Next is Gwen.
She got us. You don't see that melanin? She got enough sun.
Profession, Gwen comes off as surly and unapproachable, something even Trent admits, and the island does nothing to help. She gets by relying on no one and competing to the best of her abilities. But time changes Gwen more than any other contestant.
She relied on
It's no
people.
understatement to say that she eventually runs afoul of many.
She relied on people. She's always relied on people.
Be tortured to make up for Trent throwing challenges for her, and even votes herself off to be thrown to an unsympathetic public.
That don't make up for shit. That don't make up for shit, Gwen. Nothing. You're still not going to heaven. What you pointing up? You got the fucking black nail polish. You're not going to heaven. Sorry. You in purgatory at least. If not, lower than that.
Nor is she innocent in the many feuds she finds herself in, namely her beefs with Heather and Courtney. Gwen is not a fatalist. She believes in karma.
Harold is loyal to Lashana. Yeah.
So that good things will happen for her. This tends
That's
to
true.
bleed into her daily life and how she handles the competition. She's gray because she's petty enough to stoop to others' level, but usually for the right, or at least sympathetic reasons. She was a good friend and a decent person. Still, Gwen was done dirty by her extended time on Total Drama.
Big dirty.
Here shall she be
I know you're not gonna have bro. You're not gonna have Alejandro as the dirtiest, nastiest, evilest person ever, bro. You're not gonna do Alejandro like this, bro. Oh, it's not original. It's original. It's original. Okay, I'm about to say you're not gonna do Alejandro like this.
Helped along by his budding relationship with Courtney, but Duncan
It's
was
original.
also a really good guy.
Why are you so uptight all the time?
He jumped through several hoops to find a replacement for DJ's fallen bunny.
Tell him.
And even showed some signs of softening towards the end of the game.
I love you, girl.
Wore on for Duncan as well, and his personality admittedly shifted for the
Look, gave Sasquatch and Aqua a steak. Said she kind of looked pretty in the whatever she was in. I forgot it, but he gave Sasquatch and Aqua a compliment.
Namely, the love triangle that formed around him and the grief it caused for everyone involved. There were plenty of times that he screwed the pooch on that one, and despite the many instances where he couldn't really be blamed, most of his problems were contingent on his selfishness and his indecision. Still, Duncan remained a character who would do the wrong thing for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Eventually came to focus
Tell him we do it for the right reasons, to get paid.
Not long cost him the game, but his freedom as well. But this also came solely in response to him feeling like he was falling short of his bad boy image.
You want me to sing? Forget it!
In the end, Duncan really showed his backside in regards to his values, an unfortunate byproduct of reality television. So here he rests at the very bottom of our gray pile. We've seen the situational heroes and the situational bad guys, but what about the career villains in our midst? We find them here, and
I know who left, and you did him dirt. You did him dirt. I know who left. Ooh, oh, not the breast out lens, bro. Well, come on now. Not the breast out lens.
By all means, go ahead.
Where you even find that photo? Not the breast out.
We have Heather. Heather goes from being an incredibly skilled, if hateable, mean girl to one of Total Drama's all-time strongest competitors. Her redemption arc consisted of losing her hair and a few brain cells before coming back swinging in the third season.
Oh, she's bad. Oh, she's bad. Oh my God, she's fucking bad. Oh my. Why is she so bad?
Of others. People are wise to it, and then there's Alejandro, who appears better at it. But Heather's redemption is interesting in that it never really softens her competitive edge. She continues to scheme and play to her strengths, but she's also put in more dangerous situations.
She's so bad. Oh my God.
Measures than simply
stop looking at me
to get what she wants.
Sorry, but I'm fast and flexible.
This is something that eventually all the castmates have to reckon with. The processing absurdity of the game. Heather might be the contestant who most rises to meet this challenge. It also
she came through World Tour, bro. She came through. I'm talking about drive-through.
So at time, her aggression
what you doing text, she came through.
Malicious. But she's still selfish and egotistical, and that's why we love her, but we find her here. Next is Noah. To be fair, Noah does develop as a character, though this doesn't really happen in the generation covered in this video. We definitely will talk about Redonkulous Race Noah, but for now, we can only judge him on his performance in the first 3 seasons. His time in the island was perhaps his lowest point, proving him to be cold, sarcastic, and unhelpful. World Tour sees him return as much less aloof, but also no less sardonic. His first major role in this season comes from him being discerning. He's one of the first competitors to suspect Alejandro. Ultimately, though, this isn't really enough to spare him the arch-villain's wrath.
Just beware of eels.
Again, it simply takes Noah a while to come out of his shell, and though we do see vestiges of who he eventually becomes, we see his more callous side first. So that side,
all I know is Alejandro top 5, dead or alive, and he not 4 or 5, he not 3, he not 2. So you do the math with that.
A little handsome devil who matches wits with Heather in season 3. He's another manipulative type, but a uniquely talented one at that.
Yeah.
Manages to hoodwink
what we talking about?
Everyone.
What we talking about?
Very discerning characters like Lashana.
Baddie.
The 2 types of manipulation we've seen before. Like Heather, he convinces others that his intentions are pure. And like Justin, he lets his abs do the talking when words fail. At the end of the day, Al might be our smartest villain, if only because he
Bet.
knows better than to underestimate his opponents. His only crux is Heather, who
Yeah, that's
actually manages
that
to
son of a
steal
bitch.
her
She
way
bad
into his
though.
evil heart.
She bad.
Goes
She bad.
deeper than any game.
But Al isn't as bad as he might be. He has a sense of chivalry to him and maintains his dignity in rough situations. He also isn't wasteful and never expends any more than he needs to. Still, he's labeled the arch villain for a reason, and that reason is that he's simply good at being bad.
Cause
Next
he a
is
real
Justin.
nigga.
We can't really say much.
That's not
about
an original. Is that original contestants? So he all the way up to world tour with it? Is that what he considering original contestants? Can't be.
Justin that
Can't
we
be.
can't say Alejandro did better.
Can't be.
He's equally known for his beauty, but Justin appears to be
We're known
more
for his
enamored
race
with
and all that.
himself
What?
than anyone
What
else
are you
ever
talking
is. In fact, Justin's fatal flaw is also his greatest strength. He's so beautiful that he's hollow, and that works for him for a while when he has other people charmed, but it quickly wears off.
If you don't want to fight, that's okay.
For a minute,
I got
he
these
looks
fists
poised
for a
to be the
reason.
big bad of the second
God
season,
gave him for a
but he falls
reason.
through the cracks pretty
I
quickly
ain't,
after
I
he
ain't
wears out his
scared
welcome.
or nothing.
Justin also sort of just stops existing once Alejandro comes on the scene. He joins the Drama Brothers with the other forgotten males of the series, and never evolves past being a pretty face with a twisted heart, something that Alejandro eventually does. So we see Justin as a weaker villain than his fellows.
Kevin Sosa, what's good? You're what's good? You this your first stream, man?
Even further along, we have Eva, the athlete who once eloquently
How
said,
Eva
"If they don't
evil
wanna
like
leave me
that?
Body bags, they won't vote for me." That summarizes Eva's character pretty well. She's a brute with a temper and enough muscles to make that an issue.
Who needs this stupid TV show anyway?
To her credit, in
I think
later
she just
seasons,
don't know
she
how to
does try
express
curb
her
anger
emotions.
issues, to limited success.
She
While
don't know
can
how to
admit
express her
faults,
emotions.
She never quite gets the better of them, spelling doom for the groin of a poor Scotsman when she finds work
That's
as
a
a field
leprechaun.
reporter. Eva's a danger to her fellow man, sure, but she's the most honest out of our bad guys.
That's a
She solves
fact.
problems by punching them, and in a way, you have to admire that.
You got
As
to.
Shiver finalist, let's have a hand for Chef Hatchet, our drill sergeant nasty and culinary extraordinaire.
So Chris the worst.
Has Chris's muscles
Chris
and
the
no
worst.
means of torturing the cast. It wouldn't be fair to label Chef a villain in the traditional sense.
Where's
He
Brady
is,
then?
after all,
Where Brady
simply a
at?
man trying to
Can
do
we
his
talk
job.
about the people?
And his
Where's
job
G-Eazy
involves
at?
pushing
Can we
teenagers
talk
to
about
breaking point.
the non-main characters? Can we talk about the people that made the show possible? Like, we're not talking about the important people. What about the cameraman that always had to shake his head yes or no? He could never talk. What about the pizza man that got hired on as an intern when he was just trying to deliver pizzas? Like, come on
in the
now.
role he's in, despite its less than stellar requirements. He even has a limited
Read the
amount of
comment.
patience with his
What?
employer's antics, which almost borders on caring about the kids he's
Yes, sir. I
responsible
usually be
for.
watching one of the
Almost.
videos and miss
But
the
Chef
stream,
has
huh?
one
I
saving
only be
grace
for a
that
little
makes
bit.
him a
It's all
pretty interesting
good. It
character,
ain't that
and
deep.
that's his willingness to defy Chris
It's
for
all
his own
good.
purposes.
To me,
And one
Duncan is
such
the worst
purpose
character
is his
besides
love of a
Zeke. You
challenge.
can leave
We
now,
see this
Ace.
most
You
consistently
can
in
look.
the
Hey, you
first
can
season,
see yourself
where he
out.
engages with contestants who gain his respect as equals.
I ain't gonna say nothing
One
any
example is his
more
ongoing
disrespectful than
feud
that because I
with
could,
Izzy, who
but you
physically
can see
fights
yourself
as
out
an
now.
equal, or Gwen, whom he offers to follow into
Chris
combat
being the most
if
evil
need
does
should
make
ever
sense.
arise.
LOL.
All this to say, Chef actually seems to care about the potential of the contestants, something Chris forever underestimates. For everything Chef is, it demonstrates a sort of utilitarian moral backbone that's an unexpected but not
Spell
unwelcome
utilitarian
touch to his
right now.
character. But it does lead
You don't
him
even know how to
being
spell that. He
beaten out
using
by
words
the
he don't know how
final
to spell.
three. Let's take a look. The final member of the OG cast to join Total Drama was Blaney.
Wow.
I don't think we should spy on our neighbors.
What is this? What happened over here?
So good content.
We're officially being creepy weirdos.
They want us to look. This might be a little problematic.
I've been having dreams.
It's like when you're so obsessed with something.
What's happening over here?
Go. What am I even doing?
Do I know you?
No.
Y'all freaky. Y'all freaky with it. I don't know. I don't want to watch that.
Drama was Blaney, who defied tradition by being an adult reality show host.
Not Blanley.
Seasoned polemicist. Right from the
I don't think Blanley the worst person.
In the same cloth as Chris, and a willing member of his unholy trinity of executive producers. The name of her game is gossip, and she does everything in her power to sow discord for the sake of a good story.
What would a fresh bunch of losers be without an injured one?
Blanley sort of came along to put the
I
drama
saw
in
Sydney
total
Sweeney.
drama, a feat she accomplishes at the expense of her own image. How effective she is at being a villain is questionable, considering the low success rate of her plans and her general lack of skills. But her willingness to play the long game and gamble with the well-being of anyone to get what she wants establishes her as a definitive contender for most evil. She takes bronze, not for any redeeming qualities, but rather that she simply gets outdone as a villainess. Our silver is equally our most evil contestant Total Drama has ever seen, Courtney. This
Villain, bruh. Villainess, Courtney. Oh my God, bro. So we can just be playing the game. Just playing the game. If somebody do me wrong, should I not do wrong? I know it says not to do in the Bible, but if somebody is cheating, I'm going to cheat too. So if somebody being bad, I'm going to be bad too because I want to win. I'm competitive like that. You're not just going to get away with it. I'm going to cheat too. I'm going to be bad too. I'm going to slap your mama too. I don't care. Bruh. Courtney was a demon. No, she wasn't. She was trying to win. It's called, you wouldn't call Michael Jordan a demon. Well, you would call Michael Jordan, but it's a demon in a good way. Demon time in a good way. It's not bad demon time. I'm talking about good demon time. She was on good demon time. Alejandro, Heather in the first and second season was on bad demon time. Courtney has always been on good demon time, just trying to win. She did try to kill DJ Trent, Cody, and Oni. Oh, I mean, for the money, it's $1 million. You don't know DJ like that. You don't know Trent. We didn't know Trent until he did the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was in action. We didn't even really know Trent like that. DJ is a bitch. Die. Cody is a simp. Die. Owen was gonna be in debt, die. So, like, it's reasonable to kill them all off, Hey, you get a sneak peek of All Stars from that picture. Oh, that's All Stars. Oh, she's mad at Duncan. Well, what's new? She been mad since they've been together. So I don't give a fuck. But Duncan did cheat with Gwen because he wasn't happy. If I'm not happy in my relationship, I'm a cheat too. I don't care. I'm cheating. I don't care if you have Pocahontas-like hair. I'm cheating. Oh, Ty. Oh, yeah. Oh, you talking about in the air? You talking about the hot air balloon? Well, Tyler's stupid, so die. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing you can say. Die. Unless it was Duncan. She also tried to leave everybody to die in season 2 during the spy challenge. No, she didn't. She said, unless I get a part of all y'all cuts in the million, I will leave y'all here. And they said yes. And she didn't leave them there. What are we talking about? Hey, yo, Komet, while I'm promoting the cheat, I'm not promoting it. I'm just saying what I would do in the situation if it happened to me. I would go psycho if my friend got with my boyfriend. Yeah, I mean, at the same time, though, you got to just think, if I'm not happy and you crazy, so I can't tell you I'm not happy, then what I'm supposed to do? Courtney is the worst original cast member? Are you fucking serious? Courtney probably has the most personality out of a lot of these cast members that they got. That's literally blackmail. I mean, you gotta blackmail sometimes. So we gonna act like Heather and Alejandro hasn't done worse shit. Come on now. He literally left Owen to die. If Owen would have died in that challenge in the Amazonian, he wouldn't have cared. He wouldn't have said nothing about it. Heather, bro. Heather probably don't care if anybody really die, bro. Come on now, if we just being real. Duncan a baddie though, no homo. The fact that you did all those emojis kind of make it homo no matter if you said no homo. I'm sorry. Komet, letting this attraction to Courtney blind his sense is tragic. I'm not attracted to Courtney. Come on now. We're going to continue. We're going to continue. Come on, man.
Anyone. Despite her popularity as Duncan's
Come on
original
now.
flame, Courtney is all the evil of a career politician wrapped up
Alejandro
in
would leave
girl's body.
Owen to die. That's who.
Only is she incredibly
And that's a real one still.
and unfortunately intelligent, she's also incredibly petulant
Ah,
and a horribly
put
sore
Cody in a headlock though.
eventually debases her as arch-villain of the second half of season
But
2.
she not. She's
Courtney
not.
doesn't cause as many eliminations as Heather, who sets the record, but she did manage to have at least some friction with every other contestant. She became so hated.
So she the baby. She's the baby now. She the baby of the total drama community. They trying to cancel Court.
At least once, she's been willing to
Cancel Bridget. She also was about to cheat too. We ain't gonna not mention that. Bridget was about to cheat if she didn't get hit on the pole. If that pole wasn't in the way and his lips was still there, he would have cheated. She would have cheated. Come on now. But we put Bridget up there. We put Bridget up. Good girl. Come on now.
Begging me to take her back.
But Courtney is a special case. Her drive and her conviction to be the best, coupled with the delusion that she is the best, make her, for lack of a better term, the worst. But even she pales in comparison to our gold medal evildoer.
Chris, come on now. Come on now.
Check this out. Hey, how much money did you make last week?
I mean, I guess because he did create this whole shit, didn't he? He created all total drama, so that just makes sense.
Chris McLean, the host with the most, and a glaring satire
This
of the
makes sense, then.
soullessness of mass-produced, reality-based entertainment. Chris is perhaps the most evil animated character to come out of Canada in the past.
That's what I'm saying. Because nobody expects nothing out of Beth. And Bridget, she cute, so they gonna forgive her for everything. She didn't know no better. She was confused. She got tricked by Alejandro. No. No. We're not gonna forgive her. That's the same thing we did with Eve. Adam didn't want to bite that apple. Come on now.
Because he knows it'll make him richer and more.
Come on now. Adam didn't want to bite that apple. He didn't even like apples. Motherfucker didn't even like fruit.
Own image. Just a cursory glance at his actions could give anyone pause. He lies, he cheats, and he destroys in the name of drama. He toys with the lives of children.
All these
while
at
dangling
JJ,
the
calm
obscene
down.
amounts of
Calm
luxury
down.
in front of them to keep them playing.
Calm down.
Looking at him from a non-comedic
It's all
angle,
right.
he almost seems like a cautionary
Gotta
tale
support.
to anyone who might want to compete on Survivor. And that's not to mention the devastation he merits out on the environment in every challenge with his deadly machines.
I thought the bear was tranquilized and returned to his handler.
Even worse, his complete disregard for safety. He houses his staff and his competitors in dangerous and unsanitary environments. Up to
Nah, not in episode. Not in season 2. Not in season 2.
Conclusively, Chris is a cruel god. He
Not in
commands the
season
world
2.
of total drama and uses his
Season
power
1,
to
season 3, yes. Season 4, kind of yes.
about the corrosive influence of power. And
I mean, definitely yes, because it's fucking toxic raising.
entertaining about it. But, you know, we're out of time.
That's disgusting. The fact that that happened, that was wild as shit. That should never be an episode ever again.
Good to Evil playlist, where we break down the morality.
Look how they got Dawn just goddess. Come on, Dawn is not a goddess. She would spill the tea for everybody. She spilled the tea for everybody. How is that good? Come on now, bro. If we just gonna be honest, Dawn was not a fucking angel. Duncan could have broke up with Courtney. I mean, then he would have died because she's crazy. But then she felt bad about it, Ace, and then she got her own self out the game. So come on now, what we talking about? Chris has never been chill. You need to watch it back. He's never been chill. He always wanted him to die secretly. He probably just wanted him to die a little bit slower in season 1. Chris said Lindsay was delicious in season 4, so he was not chill. Yeah. I actually agree with this video. The arrogance, the competitiveness, and the bossiness of Courtney will make her... Wow. Wow. Wowzers. Wowly wowly. Wow. Wow. This is what we doing today. Chris was fine until revenge. Okay, if that's what you think. He could never be my host. I'm be like, who is this nigga? Like, what the fuck? Never be my host. Come at more Zeke videos, please. No. Courtney annoying and rude as fuck. But I do feel bad for Courtney. Not even Beth deserve it. Beth deserve it. I can promise you that. Beth one of those like one of the demons that torture you in hell. Like I don't know if you know that, but she there. That's her job. That's why she torturing us in this. Okay. That's what you think. I mean, that's your opinion. I don't know how you can look at Beth and not see anything but trashness. Like, she don't have no. Okay. She's not cool. First of all, she's obnoxious. First of all, she's conceited. Why do you think people want you? Nobody wants you. What about you makes you think people want you? I mean, you're kind of thick, but not really. Not really. If we're looking at the size of you, you're not that thick. Like, why do you think people want you? How I spell sensei? Then I don't know how to spell it. I hope that's it. What does tensei even mean? That has to be like Asian, right? Oh, that's how you spell it. Ooh. I spelled it with an A instead of an E. Okay. On both of them. Both of them got E's instead of A's. I missed this stream too. Definitely missed this stream.
So
50 things. Wait, 50 things wrong with Total. I think I watched that already. I think I watched 50 things wrong with Total Drama, but I'm not sure. I'm a CIT. Yeah, come on now. Come on now. I'm calling my lawyer. I do think better trash, better F tier. Ezekiel is the go die tier. Wow. The challenge should have won TBA. I mean, maybe another season, but you know, Duncan won that one, so maybe another season. But yeah, she should have won a season. Since they get a clue. Reacted Sensei season 1. Total Drama episode 13. Oh yeah, you've been saying that. Episode 13. 13. So get a clue. Episode 13. I think I watched all of World Tour and all of the action or some of the action. I don't know. I think I watched some of the islands on its own. But 13. Episode 13.
Something happened to me.
Got you. Episode 13.
Comes a new vision of terror. I'm the only one that can see him.
Shout out to my man. I'm not subscribed on this channel. I'm tripping. It's the other channel I'm subscribed. Okay. It's my other channel that I must be subscribed on. I'll definitely be watching them. Gotta be my other channel.
Cruelty-free, vegan, and hand-poured in Buffalo, New York.
Look at JJ first comment in this thing, boy. First comment in this thing. Look, Jose right there, boy. Oh yeah, yeah. Look at y'all. Blessings. What y'all saying? That infamous scene of Heather losing her top is definitely one of the most remembered moments of the show. Even people don't remember. Even the censor showed it, but the booties changed the booty out every time.
And you can do a
Change the
username
text, the booty is different though. For
Has
lover,
phone
I'm
numbers and
getting
everything.
it.
This is
My
incredible.
titties and
I'm
got
looking
kids.
for
You really out
Brittany.
here like a G. Oh my god. Man, come on now. Oh, y'all whack. Y'all whack for that. Y'all over here plotting, boy. Y'all nasty for that. Damn, JJ, you was on some nasty time. JJ, you was on some nasty time about a year ago. You was on some nasty time about a year ago. What has happened? Yes, keep processing. What are you doing? Not a free memory? Oh my god. Not a free memory. Oh my god.
Yo, what is up, my fellow ninjas? This your boy Sensei Tensei, and welcome to my next reaction video. Today, yo, what is up, my fellow ninjas? This your boy Sensei Tensei, and welcome to my next reaction video. Today, we're reacting to the 13th episode of Total Drama Island, and the title of the episode is Extreme Torture. So let me stop talking and let's get it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about the audio. It's just a little doo-doo better right now. It's this video.
Okay. That's cool.
Just flexing your muscles for today's Extreme Sport Challenge!
Was that really necessary?
It's too early for this.
This week
No,
you'll
that's too bad.
participate in 3 challenges. First up, Extreme Sofa Skydiving!
Okay, chill with the freaking microphone, alright?
Skydive to a weighted
Sorry, it's not
sofa
my
bed
fault.
target below. Of course, you'll be
And why is he
skydiving
wearing the
5,000
freaking
feet.
Star Wars
And
costume,
using these.
man?
Our lucky contestants are Trent and DJ.
Sure, why not? You know what they say on Blackcomb Mountain, bro? Best glimpse of heaven's on the way into hell. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Haven't you forgot that he's afraid of heights? I know I am.
The second challenge
So
of the
Trent is
day
demonic with it. That 9 times demonic. His favorite animal is probably a goat or a snake.
Canadian bucking moose for
He
8
don't look too
seconds,
friendly.
or get hoofed into a giant pile of socks from the lost and found.
That stank foul ain't nothing but laundry day back home.
It's your lucky day, Lashana. You're riding for gophers, and Jeff, you'll ride for bass.
He doesn't look too bucky to me.
He's looking kind of grumpy right now. Yeah, he just punched
The
you.
final challenge, Extreme Sea-Doo Water Skiing. Contestants will
Water
water ski a
skiing.
race course, grabbing
That don't look
as
like
many
water to
buckets
me.
as they
That
can
looks like
across
mud.
the finish line, while a member from the opposing team drives the Sea-Doo.
How can we water ski without water?
It's
Exactly.
really hard. Check it out.
That's a fact.
Awesome. Harold, you'll ski for
You better be
Bass.
getting paid enough for this,
And Lindsay
Chef
for
Hatchet.
the Screaming Gophers.
I can model my new bikini.
Now
Wow.
for the cool swag. Whoever scores the most challenges gets bragging rights for the night, saves their butts from elimination, and wins a tricked-out multi-massage mobile shower.
Okay, well that would be worth it.
Oh,
What makes
Yeah,
you
we
think
can
you'll
watch
get it?
Total Drama Odyssey.
shower? How about something good?
Listen
You
to
already
me,
have
marshmallow
marshmallows.
eating goof. We are gonna win that shower if it's the last thing we do. Got it?
And you're making them choke.
Wow. Man, Island been a long time ago.
Then report back in 20 minutes for the Extreme Sports.
I was a whole different person when the Island came out. Total Drama Adventure. Is this all fan made?
What is that, yo? And he just ate the letter. Never mind.
Sweet crap, bro.
For the girl with smoldering eyes.
love letter?
Check it out. It's a corny haiku poem.
Whoa. Some dude's
What is that? That's what I'm saying. I don't know none of that.
Wonder who could dig.
Really? I was gonna say it was for you.
But Trent is totally crunching on you.
See how they started off bigging each other up, and then they're like, "Nah, it's for me. Nah, bitch, it's for me. Nah, bitch, it's for me. You bitch is stupid. Your nigga even stupid." They like they go crazy, bro. Like, look at the competition between them. Look what they beefing about.
Then again, Jeff probably couldn't pronounce haiku, let alone write one.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
He's not that
just
smart.
not exactly
Is
the
what
style
she's
of
trying
it.
to say.
Oh, and I suppose
Nah,
Trent
ain't
is
one.
busy boning up on his Nietzsche in his spare time?
I think Trent is more Nietzsche than Jeff is haiku-y.
Haiku-y? Well, at least Jeff isn't a poser. Trent probably doesn't even write his own songs.
Wow, you throwing shade on him like that?
Tell you what, Betty, I'll bet you 2 nights dessert that the poem was for me.
Oh,
Watch, it's probably not gonna be for the both of them.
Whatever,
I guarantee it.
Now,
Like everyone is saying that I'm too, like one person saying that I'm too smart for this
in order to help their
show.
comrade with the landing.
Sayonara, Trent. I hope your attempts to impress weird goth girl are worth the chalk outline.
Maybe it is.
You deserve a Chinese middle finger, alright?
Trent's doing this as a form of self-expression, like haiku? Or not?
Yeah, that wasn't him.
See, Duncan was low-key feeling Gwen. In the beginning, you saw that eyebrow raise. Only The Rock do that. He only do that when he feeling it. See, he been liking Gwen. He been didn't want to be with Courtney. He was forced into it.
Oh gosh.
How you get bullied into a relationship?
Wow. Just land anywhere.
Why is this thing so heavy?
That's why. Get off the freaking.
You big tub of lard. Move.
Don't you fart either.
At least it'll be a soft landing.
Wow.
I remember that. I forgot, but I remember that. That's crazy that they did that. Heather really a savage, to be honest. Like, we're not gonna talk about it, but
Ow. He should be dead from this.
Okay, pull the blue cord first, then the red. Blue, then red. Blue, red.
he didn't really like Courtney like that, guys. Come on now. He didn't really like Courtney like that. They was trying to portray that. You know what they be doing in reality? Wait a minute, Sensei Tensei? Who is this? Bruh, y'all seen this movement over here? I seen this out of the corner of my eye. What is this movement over here? Who is there? Hello? Hello?
You mean like a tattoo? Oh, yeah. I've got one on my butt. Want to see?
No. And someone told me that Chef Hatchet and DJ are the same person who does the voice acting. Hey, you lived at least.